The best marketing skill to learn in 2025 is vibe marketing. You should probably throw all of your previous marketing expertise out the window because how we are doing marketing is changing rapidly. I personally generated over 30 grand building vibe marketing systems for clients, and now we're launching campaigns in days rather than weeks. We're testing dozens of variations, whereas previously we would have only been testing one or two. And so by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what vibe marketing is, why it's creating an unprecedented opportunity right now, and how to build your first vibe marketing system within hours. I'll share 5 proven workflows you can copy immediately towards the end of the video to get your vibe marketing systems up and running immediately. And so if you've heard of vibe coding tools like Replit or Bolt, vibe marketing applies the same approach but to marketing, letting you build complete marketing systems and MVPs in days instead of months. You can test faster, you can scale faster, and there's less human intervention. You're essentially building a marketing machine that can test, optimize, and scale automatically. This might sound complex or technical, but here's the truth. The gap between a complete beginner and someone who can deliver substantial value to clients using vibe marketing systems is less than 2 weeks if you focus on the right skills. And in this video, I'm going to show you what those skills are so you can cut through all the noise. The opportunity is uniquely powerful right now because 3 forces have converged. AI has gotten good enough at marketing tasks, whereas automation tools have also become accessible to non-developers, and the cost of building these systems and software is now pennies on the dollar. But this window won't stay open forever. And so in this video, we're going to dive into the specific strategies of vibe marketing, and I'm going to show you exactly how this works. So if you go here, there's a couple different core vibe marketing skills. And so we can kind of see here that it's more of, rather than thinking through start to finish what needs to happen, you're in this testing mindset. You're running dozens of variations simultaneously and you're testing faster. And so if you've ever heard the motto, move fast and break things, this is move fast and break things on steroids. We're testing out dozens of different variations of marketing copy. We're instantly finding out within a matter of days what works, and we're doubling down on it. We're thinking about this from a systems lens, where we're thinking about what value can we add to people and how can we delegate as much of this process to automation as possible. So when thinking about what vibe marketing is, it's essentially the same as the build with AI philosophy, but applied to marketing. It's about combining AI tools with automation platforms to create marketing systems that do work for you 24/7. And so you can think of it like this. Marketing in 2025 will essentially resemble stock trading, in that you can basically test things instantly. You can see like, oh, this thing didn't work, this thing did. You can basically get mountains of data about what's working and what's not working, and you can essentially be able to test instantly what campaigns are going to work and what are not. And so basically, I'll show you a couple systems that I've already built out to this effect towards the end of the video. But now I want you to understand what the nature of this shift is. And the shift is essentially, you can think of it like this. So we have essentially traditional marketing right here, where you have large specialized teams, you have siloed departments, you have endless meetings, endless Slack threads. It can take weeks to launch anything, and you're just extremely high cost. And then what we're moving into is vibe marketing. You just need one smart marketer with a good taste paired with AI agents and automated workflows. And now you can basically hire one marketer to do the work of dozens. You can test hundreds of marketing angles simultaneously with AI running the show and launch in days instead of weeks. And so the key point here is that you don't need millions in funding or a huge team. You can accomplish what a huge team would have accomplished, but with way less, way less right here. And so you're just coordinating these agents rather than people, which means that there's no downtime. And you can just say, hey, agent, go edit this video. Hey, agent, go do this, go build this workflow. And so if we're starting from scratch today, there's a couple tools that you're going to want to learn. So if you want to start learning, if you look at vibe coding tools, you have Replit and Bolt and all these rapid prototyping apps that are coming to the market. But if you're using this for vibe marketing, you're going to want something like N8N, Make.com, or any of these AI workflows that basically take all of your systems and coordinate them into AI systems, right? And then for AI models, Claude is the best for marketing. Perplexity is the best for research. You can use something like OpenRouter to connect all of them in one API key. But basically what you need to know, if you're not technical, is if you want to write marketing copy, Claude is all, like, as far as I've seen, I've never seen OpenAI get better than Claude on that task. And a lot of the marketing stuff is research, so you want to be pulling and scraping information from YouTube, from social media platforms. You can do this using Perplexity or other scrapers. And personally, you could use like Midjourney, and some of these models are starting to get good enough where you can actually use them to develop product ideas and product, ads essentially. But I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like in a second. And so we can start to think about this as we're creating these visual workflows and we're adding the right AI models to them. And then what we're essentially doing is we're using these tools to develop content ideas, to do research, to personalize these campaigns to specific types of people. And we're using, the biggest thing is content idea generator. You could set up an end-to-end workflow to search Reddit for conversations in your niche, use AI to extract themes and pain points, store everything in a Google Sheet, and then you could use that to build things out. So I'm going to show you exactly, I'm going to show you exactly one of these systems. So let's say we have like this LinkedIn vibe marketing system. And so it's going to look something like this. You have the AI scraping LinkedIn, figuring out what is all of the different things that are working on the platform. Then you're categorizing it, adapting it to your niche, understanding what is the style that you want to use, and then adjusting the tone. Then it's repurposing it. You're going and all you see is this content queue. All of this stuff which you used to do manually is now all done for you. All you're seeing is this content queue right here, and your entire focus is what is going to work. You're using your discernment and judgment, and that is the core thing that you're working on right here. And then you basically have this human in the loop system where you're either approving, you're modifying it and training the model, or you're scheduling it out, or you're archiving it. And so all of these data points will train the model even more. And I'll show you exactly what this looks like on the back end. So let's actually go and dive into one of my systems. And so if we go into ClickUp right here, so I'm going to show you one of the systems that I've been building out lately. It's for a short form video platform. And so basically every single day, the tests aren't showing up yet. There we go. Every single day it's going and it's finding the top performing Instagram reels in the specific niche that I'm going for. It will then find me the content, find me how well it's performing, and then it's going and it's finding the transcript. And so now if we go here into the review phase, you can see that it's taking it, it's repurposing it in my tone of voice. And then basically I can go in, I can edit this, and then I can go and just film this. And I have an editor in here that's going and actually editing these videos. Then as soon as it finishes, it goes to this approve column. I go and I look at the finalized product. The editor goes and adds in the drive folders right here. And then I put it in this publish column. And once I do that, it goes and it blasts it out on all of the platforms. And you can see that the content ideation, there's a couple different prompts in here. So you can see that we have these prompts in here for evaluating the content. I'm split testing what are the different prompts and what are we looking for. So we're extracting key information from these videos. I'm saying what types of, keywords I want to look for, what accounts are kind of in the niche that I want to go for, and what date range. And then we have this prompt for generating the script. So all this you could do manually inside something like Claude. But what we're doing is we're systematizing all of this so that I literally sit down and one day I think I recorded 20 reels in one day because all the scripts were just laid out for me. All I have to do is make like maybe 10 seconds of edits to each one, and then I just record them. And then now my editor has a backlog of 15 videos to produce, and they've already edited 5 in the last 2 days. So you can see I can edit multiple different short form videos right here. And the same thing goes for long form, for doing thumbnails. All of these systems are completely automated, and we're improving on these every single week. So as we get better at this, I'm building out systems to scrape YouTube to understand and analyze what is working on YouTube, what is working on short form, so that I can basically take all of the work out. And the only thing I have to focus on is what do I want to talk about, and then how do you talk about it in a way that will resonate with people. And so at the essence of it, I am still using my discernment to figure out what I want to talk about, what perspectives I want to share, how I want to share them. But then the other aspects of brainstorming how to package that and how to release it is all done in a completely automated fashion. So you can kind of see the overall workflow right here. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but there's the coordination hub, kind of what I just showed you, the project management system. And then on the back end, let me show you the back end real quick. On the back end are various different agents and end-to-end workflows that are going in here. And let me show you kind of like this workflow that we built out. And so this is basically the back end. So it's basically taking all of these prompts that I just showed you, adding them into the system. We're using something called Appify to go and get information about what's working in our niche. And then we're creating various different prompt chains here to basically figure out what are the things that we want to talk about. Can we write a new script? Can we generate better titles? And so on and so forth. So this is the essence of the system right here. And so instead of guessing what content to create, I'm trying to make as many data-driven decisions as I possibly can. And this is really where vibe marketing is heading. Within the next few years, we'll see a shift from using isolated AI tools to interconnected AI systems with specialized agents managed by orchestrator agents. And the implications are honestly massive. Small teams can accomplish what used to require dozens of people. And you won't need to hire more. You can add new marketing channels just by configuring new agents. So the goal, you can tell this system what the goal is. Let's say the goal is like get 50,000 new impressions per month. We could go into this system and be like, well, how is this working? Why is this working? So you can kind of see, like, at the beginning, it's just AI to help you ideate. Now we're using AI systems, agent orchestration, automated testing. And we're in the future going to move towards fully autonomous, self-optimizing systems where we can give it a goal like, go and help me achieve this goal of reaching these types of people in this type of way. And then rather than understanding the specific tools, we're using our systems thinking, our testing mindset. We're front-loading value. And focusing on, what are the systems that we can build and how can we effectively delegate to these agents and machines. And so rather than getting stuck in what I call tutorial hell, what we're trying to do is build workflows and implement them and launch them and learn exactly what people are doing and take the best of vibe marketing and just implementing it. And so the kind of summation of this video is that the future of AI marketing is those that understand how to most effectively build AI agents and systems to augment their workflows. And I truly believe that 5 years from now, every company will be using these techniques. But today there's a massive advantage because we are truly the early adopters in this space. And I genuinely believe this is the biggest shift in marketing since social media. And just like social media, the early adopters will reap disproportionate rewards. And so if I have a call to action for you today, it's to start building agents, start learning this stuff immediately and implementing this into your workflows. And if you want to get started in a matter of minutes, I have various different resources on building agents, templates, AI marketing systems. I have basically plug and play templates where you can go in here and you can just upload these files into your system and have it running in a matter of minutes. And then we have calls every week where we discuss this stuff and we go into the specifics of how to set this up and debugging these systems and making sure that these are working for your specific use cases. And so that's pretty much the essence of these systems. You're repurposing on different platforms. You're creating assets. You're doing research. You're having AI do all of the work for you. And it's truly going to make the person that can understand why marketing works, understand human psychology, those are going to be the core skills that you're going to want to learn. Because at the end of the day, if someone just has these systems, they're going to be like far ahead of someone that doesn't. But someone that has these systems and understands why copywriting works the way that it works and how to speak specifically to people and where to pull the information from in order to get the best data set for these models to then figure out how to speak to these people, those are the ones that are going to win. And so if you've been in marketing before, this isn't like going to take your job or anything. I mean, it could. But the idea is if you've been in marketing before, you've done all of these things manually, so you understand them like the back of your hand. And now that you're delegating to these AI systems, you can essentially do it 10 times better than someone who doesn't understand marketing because you can understand why are you having the AI system do it in this way rather than this way. You can basically, if the AI gives you 10 pieces of copy, you can say, oh, that one, number 4 out of 10 is the one that's going to win because I've seen stuff like that before. Whereas someone that's never worked in marketing before will be like, just they'll just be guessing about what will work, and maybe they'll still get to the same end result, but you still have a competitive advantage if you've ever been in the marketing space before. But if not, even just building and thinking about these systems is going to put you ahead of so many people. And so thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. I really appreciate you for doing this deep dive on vibe marketing with me. This is just the beginning. I have a lot more videos in the queue ready to start talking about this stuff, and with the community, a lot of different talks and courses that are in development in terms of really making this vibe marketing thing as easy and accessible to you as humanly possible. So with that being said, stay tuned and have a beautiful rest of your day.